I'm going to show you exactly how to create a lookalike Facebook advert that can allow you to get more results from the data that you already have. Listen, if you're running Facebook ad in 2025, you need to know how you can create a lookalike advert so that you can maximize the data that you have gotten to get better results. Now, how does lookalike works? Now, when you have created the custom audience, which are audience of people who have liked your page, watched your video, gone to your website, you can now use those audience to create another type of audience that is called lookalike. So what you are simply telling Facebook is, I want you to use this particular audience and create audience that look like them. Why this is important is because it is going to create audience of people who have similar interests, similar behavior, and who are more likely to actually become your customers. Because if somebody have gone to your website and Facebook creates a similar audience of people who are always going to people's website to buy a particular product, when you present your advert in their face, you have more potential of getting more results with your ad. So exactly how to do this is what I want to show you in this video. What you need to do when you come to your ad manager is to simply click all tools, and when the audience load, you're going to see all the custom audiences that we have created in the past video. All you need to do is to start using it to create a lookalike audience. Like you can see, the video view is already ready, but other ones are still populating. So if you want to create a lookalike audience of everybody that have viewed your video in the last 1 year, you simply need to check it, and then you come to this three column. You are going to see create lookalike audience. So we're just going to tap on create lookalike. Now the lookalike source is going to be video views because we have selected it. Then the audience location, you are going to choose the particular country that you are in. For me, I am in Nigeria, so I'm going to choose Nigeria. Then the next thing here is select audience size. Now I always recommend that you select all the C's, so they are going to give you 6 different types of audience. Now when you are testing the audience, you can choose to test it one after the other, or you can just choose to put all of them inside the advert. But if you want to really be specific, I would recommend that you test it one after the other, or you can test two at a time. That way, when you test this 1% and 1 to 2% and they are working well, you know that, oh, this particular audience are the one that is giving me the best results. All right. Once I have selected this sys, the next thing I need to do now is to simply click on create, and that's it. I have just created lookalike audience of all video view in the last 360 days. So you can see 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%. That's how it works. So what is this percentage? Of course, the 1% are people who are going to be so similar to the custom audience that we created, compared to 5%. 5% are going to be a little bit broad. So but you can imagine, sometime I found out that using actually the one that is broad gives you the best result, but you can never know if you do not test it with your ad. And before we proceed, let me quickly say this: you do not run a lookalike advert with a creative or an advert that has not worked. No, the only advert that you are permitted to use to run this advert is only the creative that is already proven to work, only the copy that is already proven to work, only the offer that is already proven to work, and only the headline that is already proven to work. That's where we are not testing those copy and creative. No, no, no. The only thing we are testing is which of these lookalike audience are going to be giving us results. So we already know that all the video, all the image, all the copy, all the headline we are using are already working. So we are not comparing whether the copy will work again, because the copy is already proven to work. So if I want to run a lookalike audience now, there's a particular video that have been converting for me for 6 months. That is the video I'm going to use to run this lookalike audience. If I want to run it, there's a copy that has been working. I use the stories to tell that copy. That is the copy I'm going to use. There's a headline that has been working for the past 1 year for me. That is the kind of headline I'm going to use. In summary, what I'm trying to say is, whenever you're running a lookalike advert, always use the things that has worked. Always promote the offer that has worked. Always use the video and the creative and the copy that has worked. I hope this is making sense. Now, the next thing here is, we have just created for the video views. We want to create for the website visitors. And I mentioned that the more data you feed Facebook, the more your custom audience, your lookalike audience is going to be rich enough. So let's click on create lookalike. It's very easy. The same process. We're just going to type Nigeria here. Because I'm in Nigeria, you can also type your own country. So I'm just going to type Nigeria here. Then I'm going to create 6 different lookalike and I'm going to click create lookalike. It's very simple. This is how to actually create a lookalike audience. So the next one here is I'm going to refresh this page so that all other things that I have created will come up. Okay. After that, we're going to create an audience for page engagers. All right, for page engagers in the last 1 year. So we're just going to click on create lookalike. The same method, you just put in Nigeria and you select 6 different audiences and you create lookalike. Now we are done with creating a lookalike audience. The next method is how do you choose this lookalike audience when you are setting up your Facebook ad? There are strategies you can use. You do not use the same method you use to run retargeting advert. If you use that method, you're not going to get results. So I'm just going to go to ad manager now. And then I'm going to proceed to create an advert with that audience. So I'm going to show you even how you can see these audiences in your ad manager and all of that. So I'm just going to click create now. And I'm going to choose for the purpose of this ad lead, continue. And I'm going to just name this. It's very important that you give it a name that you can always remember. I'm going to name it look alike audience so that whenever you come to the ad manager, you can always say, okay, this is the particular advert for look alike. All right. Another way I do it, I can actually decide to just use LLA. All right, this is just a similar meaning for lookalike audience for me. Then I'm going to I always choose ad set budget. I don't like that campaign budget. Then I'm just going to click on go next. It takes me to the ad set column. I can name it again LLA. So then the conversion location is instance form for me. You can choose WhatsApp if you want. You can choose website, but for the purpose of this training instance form, you choose the particular page that you want. Make sure that the page is correct because if you have a lot of pages, they are going to show you. So you need to drop down and select that particular page. All right. Next thing here is maximize number of conversion lead or maximize number of lead. So if you are watching my video, you already know that I mentioned if you want quantity, go for maximize number of lead. If you want quality, go for maximize number of conversion lead. All right. And the next thing we're going to do here is our budgeting. This is lookalike audience. I probably like to start with either 2,000 or 3,000. But for this ad, let me start with 3,000. And we're going to choose daily budget, not lifetime budget. For the dates, I always like my new advert to start in the morning. So I'm going to choose October 3 and then 4 a.m. Okay. Once I do that, please pay attention now. We are getting to where you are going to need to see this. Okay, I'm going to select location, which is Nigeria. Like I said, any other country you are in, you can just come here and type it. If it is Ghana, you type Ghana. Anywhere, if it is Europe, if it is Canada, anywhere you type, you're going to see the country. But for now, I'm going to choose Nigeria. Okay, now how do you find those audiences that you have created? Even though you are not going to create this advert immediately after creating the audience, you are going to give it time to populate, to get ready. So I would really recommend like 2 to 3 hours after you have created the audience, you just come back and create your ad. Okay, so this is the custom audience. This is where we're going to see those audiences that we created. All we need to do is to edit it, tap on an empty column like this, like 1 or 2, those audiences are going to come up. Okay, so watch what's going to happen. You see that the audiences are coming up. So if I want to create for custom audience, that is for retargeting ad, but that's not what I'm going for. Guess what I'm going for? Lookalike audience. So I'm going to come to lookalike audience, and all of those audiences that I created are just going to show. You see, you have to be very careful so that you do not miss a lot of things here. So if I want to create lookalike advert for video views, I can select all the lookalike audiences for video view. If I want to create for website visitors, I can select all the lookalike audience for website visitors. If I want to create for page engagers, I can select all for page engagers. So I can just let me choose what I'm saying. So I can select all the lookalike for page engagers here. All right, page engagers in the last 1 year. I want to select all of them so that I know that this advert is going to show to people who look like those who have engaged with my page in the last 1 year. Okay, that's the simple English that we're speaking here. So you select the one that you want, and then for the placement, there are two types of placement, especially when you're creating for lookalike. You can decide to edit this placement and choose only Facebook and Instagram. You might tell Facebook that, oh, I don't want my advert to show on audience network. You just remove it. Okay, if you don't want your advert to show on Instagram, you remove it. So that's just what placement means. But most of the time, I tend to leave it at automatic placement, which means I'm giving Facebook the entire control to show my adverts wherever they find that it is working there. Okay, you might say, is this not giving Facebook too much control? Well, after the AI came into play, I feel like Facebook algorithm became smarter and they know what to do most of the time. So I would rather focus on the copy, the creative, the angle, the story, the hook, rather than focusing too much on all these small things. These small thing, by the way, they have less return on how best your advert perform. The main thing to focus on right now is your copy, your creative, your offer, the kind of hook you are using, the kind of angles you are coming from, the kind of stories you are telling. So those ones are what you should focus on. Now, once I'm done with the ad set, I'm going to click on next, and then I'm going to go to the ad column. Okay, so I'm just going to give it LLA again for the naming. Of course, I've selected the page, so that's it. I'm going to go down now. Now, if since I'm using instant form, if you have created your form, you are going to see the form here. But if you have not created it, you're going to see create form. This video is not about how to create form. There are a lot of videos on my YouTube channel. There are a lot of videos on how to create instant form. So you can just go and create your instant form and choose that form right here. The next thing I'm doing now is to select image or video. So I'm going to select image or video. Do you want to run your advert with image or you want to run your advert with video? For the purpose of this advert, I'm going to go with video. Now, these are all the videos that I have uploaded on my gallery. If you don't have the video that you want, see the upload here and it's going to take you to your file manager in computer, so where you can select it. But I already have a lot of videos that I've uploaded, so I'm going to choose just one. Okay, then I click next, click next, and then this is where I will now put in my ad copy. Listen, for the lookalike advert, the ad copy is not going to sound like custom audience advert. Why? Because the people that are going to be seeing your advert with lookalike, they have not actually known you. It's just people who look like those who have known you. Are you following me now? So this is not where you tell them, oh, I noticed you came to my website, I noticed you watched my video. No, 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 no. This is where you put in your normal ad copy that you use to run adverts for cold audience. Because listen, lookalike audience are cold audience, custom audience are warm audience. Are you following me now? So lookalike audience are cold audience. So you now put your ad copy here, and then for your headline, you put your headline here. So there's something else that I want to say. Facebook allow you to put 5 different headline and 5 different ad copies. So if you have the time and you want to explore it, you can just keep adding option until you reach 5 of them. All right, that's one option that you can use to test different headline, so that maybe you can see the one that is originating with your audience. Okay, if you want to add the ad copy, this is where you click add text option, and you can put in another one. Once you finish, you can put in another one, add text option. That's how you go. So that is that for the copy. This is the call to action. I'm going to choose sign up for the purpose of this training, but there are different types of call to action. But there are different types of call to action you can use in this particular advert. Okay, so I can go with apply now, I can go with download, I can go with learn more, but I'm just going to go with sign up. Once I'm done, I'll click on next, then click on done. When I finish, I want to show you one more thing. All right, let's say for instance, this thumbnail, that is this picture you are seeing now, is showing me what I don't want and I want something else to show. It is called changing thumbnail. So I want to show you how I can change my thumbnail. I will just click on edit media, edit video, thumbnail, manual, and then I can select different picture. But if I don't like whatever is here, I can click on upload. It will take me to my gallery where I can see several pictures I have uploaded on that my Facebook page and on this my Facebook account. If I still do not like what I see here, I can now click on upload. It will take me to my gallery where I can select any particular picture on my gallery that I want to use. But for now, I just want to go with this one. So this is what people are going to see before they now tap on that play button. As you can see, this is how it's going to show. It becomes attractive and people will see it and be like, okay, let me even know what this person is saying here and all of that. So that is the purpose of a thumbnail. Once you are done, please cross-check your work. If your work is good to go, you hit publish. Okay, so let me hit publish, even though I'm going to turn it off because I am not running this advert. So this is just for the purpose of this video. I hope you have gotten fantastic value from this video. And if you're watching this anywhere, please make sure that you follow me online. My name is Paul Chinedu Nnamani. You can check out my YouTube channel. There are lots of videos there. You can check out my Facebook timeline. I give value, share tips and strategy on Facebook ad every single day. Follow me online and you'll be glad that you did. Cheers.